Hi, I'm Harsh. You're watching me on Asian Paints Where the Heart Is. Welcome to my home. You know, your personal space in a way has got to be an extension of the things that you love. And the most important thing is that for me is it shouldn't feel generic. Let me take you further in detail to elaborate on those points if you want to come closer. Each space should kind of flow into the next. So the door opens, the first thing you see is the Hussein, the centerpiece, which is right on top of the bed where I sleep. At a distance, you can see the sea. All of these very, very pleasing things that send a positive signal to your brain are just like one after the other after the other. It's just all dark wood, and then you have this blank wall, and then this is kind of where we decided to put the iconic Hussein. We basically opened up my mother's art collection and we picked these large kind of magnificent kind of pieces, you know, and just very strategically kind of place them, and they just beautifully coexist with the space. And so there was this one vacant space here right next to the bed, and I was like, I don't want to do the generic thing and get a side table, you know, and I already have a table on the other side. And so like, what can I really put here? Like, what can I put here that's just going to elevate the space, still not make it feel cluttered, and it not be generic? And then we found that wonderful lamp, and then we just kind of, it just fit perfectly in that area. So finally, yeah, when I walked into this place, now what is the sneaker room was just another bedroom. It's kind of overwhelming to kind of walk in there and know that you have like hundreds of pairs of shoes you need to kind of fit into this space, but you also want to make it look appealing. You don't want to make it look cluttered. You don't want to make it look like it's a mess. We figured out what size of basically a holding unit could fit in there. We had different shades of color, and then we ended up going for a darker color because we wanted the color of the shoes to stand out. Right, so essentially if you go darker there, your eyes are immediately just going to the different tones and the hues of the shoes. And then, yeah, so if we come in here, and this is a visual of the living room, you have this very technologically busy room in a way. Just imagine this room without the sofa bed and without the table, right? You have this massive room, you have the screen, you have the projector, and it's just blank, there's nothing in there. And that beautiful real silver table just fit in perfectly in this space. It kept alive the idea of like carrying on things, right? Tradition, the ideas, the aesthetic choices that you see in the Juhu family home, a piece of that carried over into this. Instead of just kind of sitting somewhere collecting dust, it's now being put to such fantastic daily use. It also kind of reminds me of home and family in a way. So I think it was kind of meant to be with this place. If you're inspired by the decor of my living space here in Bandra, all you need to do is click on the link below in the description for a lovely style guide, beautifulhomes.com.